What up, bro?
It looks like the boys that dressed up in my school in high school.
High school?
Yeah, with their... Oh my god, back in the day. I don't know if this was the case. I think it was kind of in Korea where it was popular to do this with the polo.
Yes. That's was like all those gangsta bras kind of style. Or
Gangster,
like
I see in Korea, uncles would do it.
Gangsters and uncles
Yeah.
both.
As long as if I had... If my hair actually now, the cut is the same, but blonde, and I had a really bad tan with like white circles around my eyes, I'd look like the all-essential American Hollister boy from back then. Yo, Marissa. Hey, Marissa.
Because you were giving me an idea of like we pretend to be like straight and talk about stocks and cars and shit and bitches, which I have one on my lap. Now I have like my mugs and
Stop it.
a bitch on my lap.
Stop it.
Now let's talk about stocks, bro.
I'm tired.
I really like.
You talk like someone that doesn't know anything about stocks.
I bought Apple? And yeah, and I didn't make any money. But one thing I'm very glad is I didn't purchase Tesla because that's not looking good right now.
Would you ever buy? No, not buy. If someone offered you for free the Tesla truck, would you take it?
Of course I would, but I would not drive it myself, nor I would gift it to a person I care. I would sell it on Tangen Market, which is the Kijiji of Korea.
I love that.
Yes, or Craigslist.
The what?
You don't know Kijiji?
Kijiji?
Yeah.
I've heard of that. I know Craigslist, but Kijiji.
Craigslist is the same thing. In Canada, we had Kijiji, but I'm not sure if we're having it right now because I left Canada.
Okay.
So if you're Canadian, please let me know if you guys still using Kijiji, because I heard in Australia people use like Facebook community.
Oh, Facebook Marketplace. Maja.
Yes, as a thing to sell secondhand shit. But in Canada, we have Kijiji and we have Craigslist. But I'm sort of traumatized on Craigslist because I found there's a section where people post disgusting pictures of their bodies, and
I know a lot of people use Craigslist to meet others for vile activities. Speaking of vile activities,
it's your choice.
Speaking of vile activities, okay, I got a story to tell you. And you kind of heard this off camera a little bit, but I have a friend. He came across this foreigner that came to Korea and was like, "Hey, I've seen you on the internet. Let's get some coffee or something." And they went to get coffee. To be honest, a lot of the details of the story are blurring in my mind because he told me the how the two met to begin with quite a while ago. But all you need to know is originally my friend was assuming he's just meeting someone for coffee, dinner, coffee, whatever. So they did, met for dinner and coffee. But then the guy tried to invite my friend to his place. Long story short, 갑자기, the dude was like, took his clothes off, was on the floor and was like, "Step on my head with your feet." So obviously, what else would you step on someone with? Step back, silly girl.
Step on your head?
Step on his head to
On
my
his
friend.
head?
And my friend, obviously, what's your first reaction? What the fuck? Right?
Yes, I mean, this is expensive.
그 친구는 was like, but also this would make good content. So
YouTuber addiction.
honestly, when you're a content creator, you look at the world differently.
Yes,
You think with no ration.
like
You
Big
think
Brother is watching.
this could make good content. Girl, that's me shopping at Daiso. I can look at something, not need it, and be like, this would make good content. But I never followed through. But I guess my friend decided
To film?
He didn't film anything. It was more like this would make for a good story. Stepped on his head. The next thing you know, the dude started moaning, grinding the floor, and then my friend was like, "Okay, I can't redo this," so he ran out. But apparently, the dude came back to Korea and was like, "Hey, want to get some coffee?"
Sorry to cut you off, but like they know each other like gay or
the other dude, the one that was like step on my head, I don't think he thought he was gay or anything.
okay, so they don't know each other sexual orientation.
My friend didn't know the guy was. To be honest, I don't know that deal, but that's not important.
But I just don't know how it got started because apparently, even though it's kind of one-sided and uncomfortable sort of sex fetish act going on there, neither they know both of them are gay. Or
what
not.
does that matter?
But and then there's no mutual sex interest. He just suddenly take off, like right now I take off my clothes all of a sudden and then start on hand in morning, and that's what you're saying?
obviously my friend knows that the other guy is gay.
Okay.
Obviously, otherwise why would he be asking some random dude from the internet to be stepping on his head? But the main thing is he asked him to step on his head. My friend thought it would be a funny story, so he did. To be honest, I don't know what my friend thought the reaction was supposed to be to him stepping on that dude's head, but he did, and he was shocked, and so he was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and he left. But apparently the other guy, the guy that said step on my head, is back in Korea, and was like, hey, let's grab some coffee to my friend. But my friend's like, oh, obviously very comfortable with this person, but he was like, sorry dude, I'm busy or whatever. So he kind of just like left it at that. The guy though, after a few days, was like, oh, if you're not interested in coffee, would you be okay with being compensated for stepping on my head? Again, I guess. But apparently now he's offering this, like, you can be massively compensated by stepping on my head for like OnlyFans, apparently. So I guess this dude must have either he wanted to start an OnlyFans with stepping content, or he already had one.
Is that a thing, stepping on someone's head?
Edward, yes. There's videos on YouTube of women in high heels stepping on random objects.
And that I get. And it's not something I like, but it might be sexually arousing. But stepping on the feet on the head is feet is not with any like
Edward
costume. It's just a man's feet on another man's head.
I think it's more about like a power dynamic thing.
Oh.
I mean, people love being spit on. People love being, choked. It's like the same. It's like that area.
Good for you. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously my friend was like, "What the fuck?" So he didn't do it. But I'm just like, I wanted to ask you, if someone they're not stepping on you, you're stepping on them, and they would pay you massively, would you do it?
For OnlyFans or privately?
For privately, let's say.
Okay, so there's no sexual activities.
No sexual activity. Literally, all you have to do is step on the person's head.
If I get paid massively, I would do it, without a doubt.
Same.
Yes. Well,
as long as I don't have to do anything else.
Yeah, because I'm just stepping on his head, and he enjoys it, and I'm doing him a favor, and I get paid, and it doesn't make me a prostitute. So I'm just making. I'm just
not necessarily, I guess.
It's like putting on makeup on someone. You're helping them.
But for me though, I think for me the line would be, and this wouldn't stop me from doing it, but I would find it very awkward where they would make me speak to them in a way, you know what I mean? Like talk dirty.
Oh.
While they're being stepped on, and they're like, oh my God, fucking, like they tell me to like yoke at them, like tell them, they make me like dirty talk at them. I'd be like, do you like that?
You little nasty little
dirty
boy.
Cockroach, you. Do you like those toes in your ear? Like what?
You like it, huh? You naughty
little thing.
Little thing with your filthy mind.
I can tell you don't know how to dirty talk, Edward.
Okay, to be honest, someone asked me before, but the reason why I could do it, but I cannot stop laughing.
Yeah,
because I found it cringy.
Very cringy.
I cannot, and I hate people who like during the process of sexual intercourse. I just don't found just foul language attractive.
For me, I don't mind like, oh, do you like it? Yes. I'll be like, oh.
I don't like even asking that because 8 out of 10 guys were like, do you like it? You like that? How? 그리고 맛있어?
Is it delicious? That's too funny to me.
Is it tasty? I'm like, girl, I'm not sucking on a summer lollipop. Like, it doesn't have any taste, fortunately, because I don't want to have any taste. But like, why would you ask me, yo, is it tasty? Tasty, huh?
갑자기.
Yeah, I'm like,
rosemary?
Yeah.
A little bit of a...
No, it's tarragon.
A little bit of
with
umami. A little bit of umami.
Yeah, it's just a touch of MSG. Yes.
Come on, MSG.
Did you get a truffle at the end?
A truffle flavored dick is disgusting. I fucking hate truffles.
Well, it's just like blue cheese. You have to get used to it.
Not the blue cheese.
Yes, it's
Edward. If the dick tastes like not the complexities.
It's not.
If you suck on a dick that tastes like blue cheese, there's issues with that dick. She's not cleaning out She's not cleaning out the skin. Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Oh my God.
Yes, nah.
Well, Edward, each person has their personal preference, and for me, I definitely would not prefer any sort of fermented objects.
Not the fermented.
On the dicks, and I will suck. Yes.
You're wild for that, Edward.
What? I'm still a virgin.
Look at Kaura. She's like, please make it stop.
Sometimes I was questioning about myself because when I used to work in a restaurant, there is a waitress who's a dear friend with me, and she later on went on this cruise to work.
Oh Lord!
And I asked her, like, don't you ever felt like lonely or you're constantly going on long trips, so you cannot be involved in any relationships? She said, I'm an asexual. Like, I don't care about love. I don't feel romantically attached to anyone. So I felt
that's
really
such a big ass mood sometimes.
Yes, I was like, oh my God, I'm so envious. I really want to cut the gayness out of me. I want to be just neutered like her.
Not necessarily gayness, but
just
the emotions that you get from.
Yeah, but by gayness, I mean, like, if I cut the interest on boys out of me, I think I can be a very productive person even more. I can, learn all the languages I want. It's not like that.
You're so real for that, Edward.
There's a difference between I'm forced not to meet anyone versus fundamentally I'm not interested. So I feel like if I like boys, but I somehow cannot meet boys, then I'll be depressed. But fundamentally, I really just don't feel like I'm romantically attracted to anyone. Then I feel like I'm a free bird. But unfortunately, at this stage of my life, if the gayness is cut off me, I'm nothing. I'm just an empty
That's your entire
shell.
personality is your gayness and you being in a relationship.
Is that wrong, Edward? Because
I mean, you said it yourself.
Yeah.
You can't focus on work. You can't focus on learning the languages you want to learn.
Yes. But still, I chose love.
And are you in love right now?
And dicks and cock. Am I in love? I sorta.
Sorta? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, name 3 things that you like about the person that you're currently talking to. 3 simple things.
He's very attentive.
Okay.
He is very thoughtful. He's very.
Couldn't you group those 2 together?
아까 배려심이 많고 he always think in my shoes, which I love.
And he's empathetic. Empathetic. That's good.
He's very empathetic.
Could never be me.
Yes. INTJ. He's INFP. Because I'm ENFJ. INFP and ENFJ is like a match made in heaven.
Really?
Yes, apparently. And I feel like he's just a very sweet and kind person. Okay. I can tell he has a good soul. Yes, and then he's not like, he doesn't have the fuckboy vibe. Okay.
The reason I asked you this is because recently I met a friend who, let's be honest, this dude is kind of like the straight version of you.
What do you mean?
In that he's constantly dating someone. He's almost never single. I asked him, I was like, because apparently...
You guys are talking?
Yeah, we're friends.
Okay.
But this dude is moving for his not moving for his girlfriend, but he's moving to another place to be closer to his girlfriend. Also finding a job there or whatever. But I was like, whenever he talked about his girlfriend, you don't have to constantly be like... when it comes to your partner or whatever, but I was curious.
What is it?
Like mad, like deeply in love, like being like obsessive and all that.
You look like you have a stroke or something. You seizure.
I'm about to have one.
Yeah.
And out of curiosity, I was like, all right, give me 3 reasons that you like your girlfriend. Because they were dating for half a year now, I think. And there don't have to be any like detailed reasons. It could be a very simple, like how we said, empathetic, kind, or whatever.
What's the reason he gave? Tight pussy?
All I remember is he only gave me one thing, and it was something very vague and like something that could be applied to basically anybody. It was something about like, oh, she's nice. And I'm like, okay.
And she drinks a lot of water. Which is
it was like that vibe. It was that vibe. So I was like,
she has faith in God.
And so I don't, I'm not trying to interfere with the relationship or whatever, but I'll be honest, Edward. I'll be honest. In my head, my first thought was like, I'll give it 2 more months. I'll give it 2 more months.
He broke up with the previous?
What previous?
Because we know who his ex is.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. So now he's a new one.
Yeah.
Okay. So he didn't live in Seoul anymore?
Yeah, he just left.
I see. Well, it's good for him because Seoul is a place for, full of sadness.
He was so upset about leaving. He really didn't want to go, but it was too late because he basically already talked up to he was even in the group chat with the company, so it's too late.
They don't want him?
No, the group chat is for he's gonna be at a company. They're all Korean, but they're in that other country.
Oh.
Shanghai.
He would have much more fun in Shanghai, I guess.
Maybe. Closer to though. He probably just doesn't know because he's never been there.
Yes, because a lot of Korean gays value personal intelligence a lot, versus I guess to the place they go, they only value like face.
My friend who I met through doing Bounce Beauty, a long-time subscriber. You met her, Diana.
Yeah. We met in the cafe as well.
She went to Shanghai recently, and she was like, "I fucking love it."
She loves Shanghai. Yes,
girl.
But by the way, when I say a lot of Korean guys values like intelligence and other things more, versus in Shanghai, people just only take.
Is that a joke right
appearance. Now? I'm saying the gay culture. Okay, not. Oh. I'm not generalizing the whole country's population. I'm just the gay culture.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, in my age, like gay people in their 20s,
absolutely.
They would just fuck anything with a hole on it.
Or fuck anything with a fucking like
stick.
Stick.
Yeah, as long as it looks
girl.
good.
As long as it gets a little bit hard, they'll be okay with it. Girl. Yeah, I've got a few people from Shanghai that came to Bounce Beauty. A few from Hong Kong. And they were like, "Oh my god, when are you coming?" I'm like, "Girl, I'll be there with Eddy," because I don't fucking know Shanghai. I don't know fucking Hong Kong.
Well, Shanghai, you come to Shanghai.
So far, my only Shanghai experience is Yasanghe.
That's a Chinese restaurant. It's okay, Edward. Just because in San Antonio you went to a restaurant called the Little Panda doesn't mean you have seen a panda.
That's my little taste of China.
Yes, just because you crack open a fortune cookie doesn't mean you've been to China.
My favorite is, and I'm also part of this group, my favorite is when you're in your otaku phase and all you have in your hometown is a Chinese restaurant. No Japanese sushi restaurant. So you'll be like, I love Japan, kawaii, and then you're eating like fried rice.
Yeah, beef and broccoli.
Like egg drop soup.
Well, in my town, there were a Japanese restaurant, but it was owned by Chinese. So it's like illusion of choice. Yes, you thought. I went in. I was like, "Hajimemashite."
Hajimemashite.
Yes, ohayo gozaimasu.
Nothing screams like.
They were speaking back. 你好，你要点什么? In Chinese, like, oh, I thought there's a Japanese restaurant. I was like, oh, girl, you be kidding.
Okay, they're not gonna respond to you in Chinese. They'll speak to you in English. They'll be, oh, welcome.
Yeah.
But nothing screams like westernized Japanese restaurant more than a gigantic menu of rolls with the most spider roll, volcanic roll,
dragon roll,
tiger roll. Fuck it, I don't like it's California rolls in general.
I don't like
are so. I don't like it.
Really?
I see it as like a salad, basically.
Yes, but to be honest, I love those rolls. I even make it at home.
Yeah, honestly,
yummy.
I don't. When I'm eating these random westernized rolls, I don't eat anything. Oh my god, Japanese food. I'm thinking I'm eating a Western roll.
Yes,
it's still delicious. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Me and my friend always, whenever having. You know when you like have like a spot with your friend and when you don't go there for a few weeks and then you remember, oh, wait, there's that restaurant we both really like. And then we go there. There's this one specific San Diego Japanese sushi restaurant that was like that.
What is it called? Little Tokyo?
No, it was something like it was something like Dragon Tiger, whatever.
Oh my god! This conversation reminds me a scene from Scary Movie where Anna Faris met Toshio, fake Toshio. It's
Mitsubishi,
like,
Toyota.
Yes, I was like, hello, Mitsubishi, Toyota.
Totally
Fujitsu.
out of pocket, but I love that movie so much.
Hitachi.
The boy, he's like, oh,
sushi, sashimi. Yeah, the funny thing is, some of the Japanese company has gone, like Fujitsu. Fujitsu. Like I'm not sure if it's like completely gone, but like when I was younger, Fuji's computer was like popular.
Have you heard of Compaq with a Q?
Oh yeah!
Oh my god! And they used to have like it almost looked like that.
I think Compaq is from Taiwan or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, Acer and BenQ is from Taiwan.
And their old PCs used to have like, remember the Apple Macs used to be like the clear, transparent, colorful thing.
Oh, I love that design actually. Made from plastic.
Yeah, Compaq used to have something similar for their PC desktop things, and I'm like, it's not Apple, but it's close enough. Yeah. Oh my god, remember CD drives? Floppy drives. floppy disks. Dear Lord.
Oh my God.
Old bitch.
I used to get that from like 50 cents each in China. And then it only saves up 2 songs.
Girl, it holds like 2
MP3.
songs. Yeah. Even CDs. We have to. It's not with oh my God. The thing that always fucking confused me. As a child not knowing computers well was like I have these like MP3 files obviously illegally downloaded. I can't just drag and drop them onto a CD. I have to burn them onto the CD.
You have to burn it.
I'm like, girl, what?
I used to, because I was one of the few kids that has computer that can hook to the internet because a lot of Chinese parents are very strict.
You got mail. Goodbye.
I got mail and mail. Anyway, mail person. Anyway, so
just one.
So I have the luxury to download all the. I hope it's true. I have the luxury to download all the Japanese animation that was popular back then, and then I burn it on CDs and sell it to my classmates.
Not the selling.
Yes, because I was being like a businesswoman.
Not the
with my illegal source that I got online. And burn it into CDs, and I sell it for like 80 cents per CD.
80 cents per CD?
Yes.
Is wild.
But then because in China we have, not every school, but my school is required, we have to write weekly diary of what happened during this week, and I have to submit to the teacher for her to see, which is kind of weird. Why would you, like, the diary is for yourself, right? But anyway, we did it anyway. And some shady kid wrote my little business thing. It's like, in our class there's a bitch called Edward's son selling illegal.
They said a bitch.
I'm just, but the essential story is the same.
Okay.
Is making money off your classmates. I don't think it's cool. And literally,
is a note.
No, it's a weekly diary because it's what really happened during the week, and then she chose to
write about you.
Yeah, to throw me under the bus.
But is it you have to read it out to the class?
No, it's the teacher. See, this bitch did not.
I'm not paying attention. Because I have stuff on my mind.
I think it's your ADHD.
Edward, you do the same thing. Don't act like you don't do the whole on your phone working at the same time as these Double D episodes.
Well, now I'm not.
Well, now you're not.
I'm like, I pay fully respect to your stories and I listen to you, and then I can actually even cry a little bit because of your personal experience.
My friend stepping on someone's head.
That's just very it's tragic.
Anyway, so okay, she wrote about this, and
the teacher was like, read her story in front of a class to give me public humiliation.
So she normally doesn't read in front of the class?
No, she just leave comments and then send it back. She's like, okay, so Edward-san, apparently you're making money off your classmates. Okay. Classic, I would have been proud of bad behavior. And,
bad behavior? I would have been like, okay, come on, businesswoman.
Because I think in China the culture is very conservative, and I am making money off my classmates.
And your classmates are dumb enough to accept it, instead of just learning how to torrent themselves.
Exactly. And if they're buying illegal CDs from some other place, otherwise I'm offering a better price.
And honestly, it's a comment on society. It's a comment on society.
Yeah,
people would rather just pay for easier access to things than just learning to do that shit themselves.
Yes, that's how Mary Kay and Avon started. Because they don't have to learn the skincare and everything. You can learn from me. I will teach you, and then you can buy from me. Easier access.
But no, that's why we
for
have
good
YouTube.
Skincare. Yeah,
that's why we have Edward Avila
or Avon. Call this number. You can get the free. I'm just kidding.
Have you ever used Senseis?
LG bought Avon.
Really?
Yes.
We're all they suit each other.
Yes.
Old. Did you ever use Senseis?
What is Senseis?
Senseis is kind of similar to Avon, like the system, like the, what do they call it?
Pyramid
scheme. Where you have like someone selling it, like a neighborhood mom. Like, hey, if you're buying any Senseis, come to me. I'll sell them to you. Oh. It's like a magazine. It's like candle warmers.
Oh, it's a candle warmer.
You buy the warmer where you put the candle, or they make electric ones, and you can buy the different scents. They smell so good. So good.
Okay, you're selling one to me, or?
Oh, I'm not a seller, so my mom's friend was one, but
that's where you got your resource from.
Yeah, honestly, I would never be a seller, but I would buy from her.
Okay.
Very kind, but the Senseis smells so good,
really?
and they're much more easier than.
It's not toxic.
It's wax. It's scented wax, basically.
Bee wax, industrial wax, ear wax. What kind of wax are you referring to?
Girl, the candle waxes. What the fuck?
But the candle wax has great.
Edward, I'm tired of your ass.
Well, not the first time, so I'm not surprised to hear. I heard in the States, there's another pyramid scheme, but it's selling yoga pants. I forgot the brand.
Kugo, yeah, the Kugo.
Rugby? Is it?
What?
Rugby?
No.
Rugby?
I know what you're talking about. There was like a documentary on it.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I watched
remember.
documentary. It was fascinating.
So bad. It was so crazy.
Yes.
I forgot the name, but it was like those leggings all like crazy
Some
patterns.
B, no? I forgot it.
Girl, you know what I thought when I looked at that? You know what I thought when I looked at all those leggings?
What?
None of those are my personal color.
Well,
Which, by the way,
you're just not very experimental.
I completely forgot to mention this.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 episodes ago are when we dressed up as Min Hee-jin. Did you not notice that he finally wore his personal color, and it looked really good on him? It made your skin tone look good.
No,
it suited your visual weight. For me though, as a soft summer, the colors were too strong.
As a winter cool, I disagree.
You're a light spring, Edward, so stop trying to pretend.
Also, I don't look it because, you know, how my swollenness is still like here and I look like, you know. But yeah. So it doesn't... Why are you doing this? It will be so funny. You know what's will be funny? I constantly mention that I work for fashion and in fashion industry, and then later on you found out I'm just here selling yoga pants.
Oh my God! Imagine.
I'm calling Victoria.
That's what you've been. That's what all your trips to Shanghai and China have been.
Yes, just to you
looking at the factories.
Smuggle, yeah. Because I don't have to pay import tax. I smuggle all the yoga pants to here, and I'm calling your mom and Victoria. I was like, "Hi, this is our new product catalog because I cannot sell it to Edward, but we are great friends, so you should trust the yoga pants quality, and we have a full money refund policy." So
I often think about the difference between fashion choices in America and Korea.
Yeah.
You often hear people talk about how when they come to Korea, they always feel like they have to be dressed up when they're outside.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's funny too because in Korea, what's fashionable is kind of low key and nothing too fancy. If anything, the ones that are all fancy are the ones that are interested in K-pop, and so they dress up all crazy and shit with like all these accessories
For different concepts, for sure. Yes.
Yeah. If anything, that's dressing fancy, even for Koreans. But even for the average, like everyday people, being fashionable is more about being simple, right? Even with the makeup too. It made me realize in America, in the West, I almost feel there's not a lot of that, except for a specific group of people, especially like young, fresh white girls. Well, you know, like for them, they can pull off like the whole simple whatever and look all chic or whatever. But then if it's not that, a lot of people think that's too much. And so for them, it's just hoodie, a gray hoodie with a sweater. Americans love hoodies. And I get it, they're comfortable. But
they love hoodies.
They love hoodies. And I feel like
T-shirt, hoodies, and jeans, that's America.
But even being in America myself, I kind of feel it too. Not wanting to try to dress up too much. And so you wear just literally shorts and a hoodie.
I think in Korean culture, I think because it's a very closed in distance society, especially in Seoul City. So, and it's very competitive. So people do have they do care about what you're doing and what you're wearing. So therefore, I think
they
do.
I feel like they're more concerned about how they look themselves, so they're not really paying attention to other people.
Also, what people are wearing. That's why, because they are very conscious about what people are. What I'm
presenting myself,
yes, because of this culture. I think for one thing to go viral, like very popular in fashion, it spread really quickly too, because everyone knows what is the hottest on trend, and then if you want to catch up the trend, and people actually recognize it because it spreads so fast.
Yeah,
whether on offline or online.
I would see clips of like these groups of boys all wearing Bermuda shorts.
Oh, me.
Do you have Bermuda shorts?
I have. I just didn't wear when I see you. I have like
these
six of them. Yep.
Like
I love Bermuda shorts. It's very trendy.
Yeah, you love them because they're trendy. Well, what about 3 months down the line?
I don't care. Well,
yeah, you say you don't care now, but as a person that works in fashion, you're gonna care. You have to care.
Yes, but I think Bermuda shorts, they're very versatile.
Yeah, I feel like they're
timeless.
very easy to wear.
They're timeless.
You think so?
Yeah, just like cargo pants.
How come we weren't wearing them a few years ago, like up to now?
Well,
the last time I saw fashion was in the 90s and early 2000s.
You know, where you just enjoy what you have right now, and rather than complaining and
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
Okay, then
you're using these words where it's like timeless, classic. I'm like, girl, I didn't see you wearing these until now.
Well, as a person who works in the industry, I only wear my clothes once or twice, and then
are you serious?
And then I sell them.
I guess, but for me, I love to wear the shit out of my clothes.
There are a few pieces that I will over and over again, but mostly I buy it and I like it. If I get tired of it, I just sell it on the second-hand market. So it's actually really worth it.
Really?
Yeah. It's like you're renting your piece.
I mean, I guess economically, environmentally, I think that's better than buying new clothes all the time. Well, technically that's what you're doing.
I sometimes buy secondhands on because I do sell or I buy from 번개장터. 번개장터 is the
secondhand market
yes,
thing.
love.
It's like Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, or Kijiji, but not Craigslist because I find my first job on Craigslist.
Really? Doing what?
Not
stepping on people?
Not prostitution, or I as a chef.
Really?
Yeah, because I think at first I didn't know where to find a job. Please be reminded, this is like 10 something years ago. So LinkedIn is not like super prevail at that time. And then I was talking to a person who's from industry. I was like, where do you find your job? And he said, I find my job off Craigslist. I was like, are you serious? And yeah, I know it's a sketchy place to find jobs, but I did find my real job on Craigslist.
Yeah, no, I think you can legitimately find stuff on there. Just, I think it got the reputation of being a place where
murders
people go to
rape.
Find rape.
Yeah, like people,
I guess.
Because I saw a true crime story. It's about girl who is doing like prostitution activities on Craigslist, and then unfortunate things happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's unsafe.
So
if anything, just stick to Grindr. I don't know.
Grindr, sometimes I felt like meeting someone in Korea, I will meet people, but when I go to a foreign country, I hardly meet people off Grindr. It's because I feel like very unsafe because
you're in a different country.
Yeah, different country. I don't know how to call the police. And I'm often in a very small hotel because due to my poor economic status. So why we're making the look. Anyway,
make sure we're recording. I'm making sure we're recording.
Okay, I don't know whatever that means. So I feel like cannot take people in, like I cannot host. So if I go to that person's place and in that person's 동네 neighborhood, what if something happened to me? And I do watch too much true crime stories, but what if happened? Have you ever occurred to you?
Single D, and then we're double D.
No, it become one live D, one dead D. That's too long.
A little bit.
Okay. Have it ever like occurred to you that you thought like maybe meeting someone could be dangerous?
Oh, of course, all the time. That's half the reason why I don't meet guys anymore.
Oh, I once met. Have I told you the story? I met a guy with a full tats on his back.
A what?
Tattoo, like Yakuza style, like Japanese style tattoos on his back. Because I always have this dirty dream because growing up, I'm
like a little bad at that time.
Growing up, like I went to private school and I listened to my parents and I get like kind of good grades. So I'm always this good girl who listen, but inside of me this whore. So so I kind of wanted to date a bad guy, like a Yakuza.
나쁜 남자.
Yeah, and then I saw him. He's oh, by the way, he has I think second biggest or the biggest dick I've ever met.
Oh!
Anyway, that's not important.
Oh my God.
It is important.
I'm getting thirsty now.
And then his job is he works for Paymin. Like he's a food delivery guy. And then we had our thing, and then he said that he's not for like one extent. He wants to have a relationship. And then instead of me like
the one time.
Yeah, the one time I back off, I'm like, I don't think so.
You didn't fulfill your fantasies?
He did, but
어땠어? How was it?
It was 10 off because he had the most. I don't want to judge a guy by his penis, but if guys judge by their penis, he is a 10 off 10. Oh. I cannot ask for more. It was stiff, it was long, it was thick. It was anything a girl can dream for.
Good answer.
I dressed before. I hate when guys ask me if it's delicious. But for that guy, I also said it's darn delicious. Hell yeah.
He said it's darn delicious.
I'll have it over and over again.
It was scrumptious, he said.
It was scrumptious. It was marvelous.
That's crazy.
It was fantastic.
Oh my God.
Yes, I was in absolute heaven. Anyway.
These... Okay. Good answer.
근데...
It's because the tattoos, isn't it?
No.
It's the fact that he's a delivery boy, isn't it? That's classism, Edward.
No, it's not because he's a delivery guy.
What?
It's because everything then combined together. It's how his behavior.
Really? His attitude?
그냥 I can tell that he's not really well behaved overall.
Really?
He's a kind person. Otherwise, I wouldn't meet him because he has all tattoo and everything. When I talked to him, I was like, he was being very kind and polite. So I was surprised. And then I met him. I can't tell that he's just I don't know, like.
How old was he?
He's younger than me, but not so much. I forgot. However, it's just if he's a animal, then I think he lives in the wild for a long time. Like he doesn't behave well.
In terms of
like when eating and everything, it's just he doesn't have a lot of table manners. The things that I
you don't really like.
I really focus on beside penis size. To be honest, I'd rather date a normal sized penis
with good manners
than a guy who is not behave well. He doesn't have a lot of etiquette. Yeah, he has manners, but he doesn't have a lot of etiquette. But he's a grown-up person, so I cannot judge him or like in his face. So
if anything, you judge him more because he's an adult.
Yeah. So but you know what I'm saying? Like I cannot, if I really become his boyfriend, I cannot say, oh, you should do this and this and this to educate him because who am I to? Yeah. I think he already become an adult. So if I decide
it's not your job.
Yes, in my opinion, if I decide to date someone, I will just accept the person by like who he is, rather than to try to change him because it's impossible. Just like there's a part of me that I don't like about myself, right? Like how promiscuous I am. I'm just kidding.
Red flag.
But I'm just saying, like I knew that he's not for me, like in like a long term.
Yeah.
But the scary thing is, when he went home and he was like, "Oh, I'll come back," he wouldn't leave my house. Like he wants to. He's giving me the feeling that he wants to live with me immediately.
Yeah,
he gives me the vibe.
Yeah.
Yes.
He probably saw you and was like, "Oh, this dude lives pretty well, so I want to stay here." I hate that, and the fact that you live alone. A lot of gay people are attached to that.
Yes.
Because they don't want to live with their parents.
Yes.
I can tell he probably lives with his parents, doesn't he?
He lives alone, but
he probably in a shitty one room.
That too, but I feel like he's very clingy. I can tell because I gave him a lot of hints, like, "Oh, it's probably time to go home." But he was waiting for me to say like yes to his proposal for a relationship, but I didn't give him the answer.
You met him once.
Yes. He's not creepy, but he's giving me the vibe that once I gave him the permission to okay, let's have a relationship.
Do you have a picture of him?
I don't anymore. But he's very easy to recognize on Tinder because he has like full back.
Tinder.
Yeah.
I can't just look him up on Tinder because it's random.
But if you swipe him, his eyes is very sharp. Like go upwards. You know how there's a typical Korean eyes, which is without double eyelid, but it's quite big and they're very sharp and a small pupil. It's very masculine and then full tats, like Japanese style tats on the back. Anyway, I said maybe you should go home first to take more clothes and then come back.
And you gave him the option to come back.
I said,
oh my God.
And then he took his motorcycle and he went back. And then I called him. I said, to be honest, I don't think I'm ready for a relationship and stuff. And he was very like upset, but he accepted it. And then after the phone hang up, suddenly he called me again.
Yeah.
3 times.
Oh Lord.
In a row because I didn't pick it up. And then he texted me. He said, 보고 싶어. 전화 받아.
좀 보고 싶어.
무서웠어. 솔직히.
아이고.
Because he knows where I live. I don't think he's a pervert or he's a criminal, but the fact that he has a car and he knows where I live, I just send him back to his house and it gives me I'm afraid to go out. So yeah, that's one of my little bit experience. Not creepy, but the experience that I got scared. The only creepy experience I had was I met a guy, I went in.
Flower guy.
Yes, I turned out to be a 50 years old professor.
Yep.
Yeah, he lied to me about his profile. How about you, Edward?
What?
Any near death experience?
Near death? Besides the time I got fucked by a massive cock
during next to the dumpster.
Nah, he's just alright. He was like so.
The next to the dumpster. Oh, you mean that person who? Oh, so
you bringing up the dumpster, Edward, doesn't affect me anymore. To me, it's just like it's old news.
You know how in Korea the best friend has to speak in front of the audience in the person's wedding. I was like,
oh,
Edward is my best friend. And I've known him ever since his dumpster experience.
That's the kind of bullshit that, oh my God.
But
it's like those videos.
You will be forgiven by God.
I get the same feeling.
Is it Victoria? Let's pray for
I get
him.
the same feeling from when I watch those videos of when there's a new straight couple getting married and the husband takes the champagne bottle, shakes it, and sprays it at the wife's face all over her makeup and pretty dress. I hate that.
People do that?
Yeah. And you can clearly tell the bride is completely fucking annoyed. Yeah.
Do you know how much I paid for this look?
Great.
Yeah, you're in.
Meanwhile, the dude's like barefaced and fucking all he has is a fucking suit. But spray it at the fucking air. Why in the person's face?
Yeah, stupid.
And the ones that grab the cake and shove it in their face. I hate that.
It's not funny. Dude. It's not funny. But in Korea, I don't think people do that.
Yeah.
Because they know how much the wedding is.
Yep.
Yes. And in Korea, as I told you, there are single women and single men actually go to a wedding to seek for, a future boyfriend or husband. Because that's a pool of, people who know each other.
Yeah.
So that's another. I will always go and I find some like cute boys who I can ask the groom or the bride to introduce me with. Yet I'm still single.
I do like to go to weddings to see the cute boys. They always invite their friends, obviously, right? So
because we have mutual friends, so we always go to the wedding together.
And we spend the whole time checking out the
boys. I'm like, the one is cutting up the steak.
But every time we bring it up to the friend, they're always like, he has a girlfriend.
Yes,
or
everyone
he's
is straight. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's waste of time for us.
I wish there's gay weddings that we can participate in. So everyone, the majority of the guests will be homosexuals.
That would be a disaster.
Why?
It would just be all the dudes fucking each other.
No.
Just kidding. So I go to weddings just for the buffet.
That's the beginning of Bellamy. Okay, Edward.
Bellamy?
Yeah.
Macho. Bellamy Studios. I'm dead, you crazy bitch. Come on, Bellamy.
Well, yeah.
Come on. If you know these words, there's something wrong with you. Coat?
Oh, coat, I know. Because I stopped watching for a long time.
Games
몰라.
with an at for the A. Ooh.
Games 몰라.
Sean Cody?
Sean Cody 알아.
Ah.
Men.com. How about
Helix Studios?
아는 것 같아. How about Fraternity X?
That's my favorite. I will say my most searched term for pornography is frat. The fucking nasty quality that looks like it was filmed in 2000s with a camcorder. And everyone's obviously gay. It's a paid gig, right?
It's so funny. It's like, yo, bro, you look at your ass. Look at your ass.
I'm trying to fucking high five you, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, that's so. Yo, bro, fuck that hole, bro.
Yo, you like that? You like that? You look, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, but it's the type of videos where you can smell the video. You know damn well it smells musty in there.
Yeah.
Oof, with like the beer cans and shit all over the place.
It's just giving like people's fantasy about the dream that you now achieve in dorms.
He said achieve. That's crazy. The what? The dream that you achieve in college?
It's
what do you mean achieve?
Achieve.
Like like you're joining a fraternity for that.
Well, it's definitely a milestone. If you can do that.
Would you join a fraternity?
I'd rather join
sorority. You'll be the sorority. You'll be the nail designer,
Kappa?
the nail tech that the sorority always calls every week. Mei Ling, French please. French chips.
They'll ask me, Mei Ling, the chow mein is not done yet.
How do you go from nail tech to chef? What?
I'm multifunctional.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
You'll also be cleaning after the girls.
I'll be Chanel number 6.
No. Chanel number 6. Oh, the fake, the grade A fake.
No, the Scream Queen. Did you watch it?
Chanel I know what you're talking about, but it's a joke. Like everything made in China, fake goods.
Oh yes.
Girl.
Sorry, I'm not American, so I don't get all the reference.
What reference? We literally everyone jokes like talks about coming to Korea and all that, or China to get fake goods.
You know what, Edward?
Yes.
How long have we been doing this?
We've been filming for over an hour, so I'm ready to go. Bye.
Are you serious? Oh, it's only 40 minutes, no?
Bye.
Okay, so guys, I guess I'll see you next time. And Kari, say bye to everybody. And have a good dream, sleep well, and eat well.